second graders, today we are going to get started on a really cool piece of art that deals with the rainbow, but also that word contrast. Contrast means when I have two things that are very different. My two things are black and white. They have high contrast and a rainbow. My eye goes right to that rainbow because of the black and white contrast in the background. So to create this piece of art, what you're going to need to grab is a white piece of paper at the drive-thru, as well as a messy mat. And this messy mat's a little bit small. You're going to want a nice big one so that you can color in your shapes right to the very edge. And a Sharpie. If you get to your spot and you're in number 3 chair, you need to grab paints and 4 brushes for your friends. I'm going to start with my name on the back, Miss G, and my class code. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to start by drawing a horizontal wavy line. A horizontal wavy line goes side to side. So my wavy line is going to go like this, and one more down at the bottom. This is where my rainbow is going to go. To make sure that I don't color in that area, I'm going to outline it with Sharpie right away. So my line is following that pencil line that I already drew. My next step is I need to draw some vertical wavy lines. Those lines go up and down tall like buildings. So here are some vertical wavy lines. And I'm drawing them in pencil to make sure that I don't accidentally color in the wrong spots. My next step are some more horizontal wavy lines. So I'm going to kind of follow the curve that I already drew and draw those again with pencil. I am creating kind of these crazy boxes. Now before I do any more Sharpie, I'm ready to paint, and I'm going to paint in Roy G. Biv order. So Roy G. Biv starts with red, and I'm going to paint red about 3 fingers wide. You notice how my 3 fingers, how wide they are? It's going to go to about there. And I just kind of have to use my artist's eye to make my best guess how far I should go. If I go too far, I'll just say, oh well, I'll have to cover it up with a little bit of orange. Okay, here comes my orange. It's going to go about 3 fingers wide, so about to right there. Using your best artist's eye. Do you notice how my colors kind of start to overlap a little bit? I use a really light brush, touch, to overlap those colors. That can be a good thing to try with those neighboring colors. Next is yellow. About 3 fingers of yellow, so it's going to go to about there. I kind of like to measure first to get an idea and then paint. Having those colors overlap at the orange, I'm ready for green. Overlap. I'm going to have to make blue and violet pretty small so that I have enough room for all of my colors. I didn't do such a good job measuring, and that's okay, first graders, or kind of second graders. Okay, do your best. Now that I have done that rainbow across, I'm ready to fill in those boxes in the background, and those can be a little bit tricky, and that's why I wanted to do my rainbow first. So you're going to come back with your Sharpie and trace in all of those boxes that you just drew with pencil. And we're going to do this really cool A-B pattern to make kind of like a checkerboard. This checkerboard's a little bit wavy. I don't know if you ever noticed this, but a checkerboard is an A-B pattern. It goes every other. So I'm going to start in my left top corner, just like when I read, and I'm going to color that square black. Now, to help me understand which squares need to be black and which ones need to stay white, I'm going to come through with a pencil, and I'm just going to put a little dot. Now, because you can't see with my pencil, I'm going to do it with Sharpie, but should you do it with Sharpie? No way, Jose. You're going to do it with a pencil, because if you make a mistake, you're going to want to come back and erase. All right? So I started at the top right, and that's going to be black. Skip one, white. Next one's black. My pattern is going to be the reverse. Okay? So I need to skip one, black, skip one, black, skip one, black, skip one, black. Alright, I need to do the reverse. That means I start with black, black, skip, black, skip, black, skip, black, skip. I need to do the reverse. Skip, black, skip, black, skip, black, skip, black. My next fresh row, I started with white. That means I need to start with black, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. Now here's where it gets a little tricky. Do you notice this corner? It doesn't start at the edge of my paper. So I need to look at the top row. If the one above, that one has a dot, I'm going to skip it and go to the next one. Dot, skip, dot. Now if you're a little bit nervous about this, ask your partner, hey partner, does this look right? You should have dots going diagonally. You should have an A-B pattern. Every other is white and then dot. Or you can call me over and make sure that you have it right so that if there's a mistake, you can erase. Alright, once you have those dots figured out, you're going to come back in and you're going to fill in each box with black Sharpie. That's what that dot's telling you, that you need to fill it in with black. So when I color with Sharpie, I need to make sure that I have it all filled in. Do you notice how I have left some of my box white? And it means I need to come back and add some more. So I need to slow down at the line, and then I can speed up in the middle. Slow down next to that line, speed up in the middle, slow down, and speed up. We want to use really great craftsmanship when we're filling in these boxes, second grade. When all of them are filled in, they're going to look like this, kind of like a wavy checkerboard pattern.